Good evening, everyone. I greet you with the Islamic greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum
The
salam.
literal translation of this means, may the peace and blessings of God be upon you all. My name is Hamza Siddiqui, and I will be a moderator for tonight's event, The Pursuit of Happiness. I would like to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to come attend this event, one in a series of events of the Muslim Student Union, first Islam Awareness Quarter. There was a change due to some unforeseen events, and Hassan Awan, the original speaker, will not be here, but we do have a very special guest. Before we introduce our special guest, we will begin with some verses from the Holy Quran, the book of the Muslims, the Word of God.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا تشتروا بعهد الله ثمنا قليلا إنما عند الله هو خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون ما عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق ولنجزين الذين صبروا أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون صدق الله العظيم. Do not sell for a small price any pledge made to God's name. What God has to give is better for you. If you only knew. What you have runs out, but what God endures, and we shall certainly reward those who remain steadfast according to the best of their actions. To whoever, male or female, does good deeds and has faith, we shall give a good life and reward him according to the best of their actions.
Thank you, Yusuf. So just a little bit about the speaker. Imam Mustafa Umar was born and raised in Southern California. He holds a Bachelor's of Arts in Islamic Studies from the European Institute of Islamic Sciences, as well as a Bachelor's of Sciences in Information and Computer Science from our very own University of California, Irvine. He traveled extensively and studied under scholars from around the world in Egypt and India. He is currently the Associate Director of the Islamic Society of Corona-Norco. Tonight he will explore with us the meaning of what it means to be happy and content with yourself in an Islamic context. So hope you guys are excited. Without further ado, Imam Mustafa Umar.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. I bear witness that there is no deity except the one true God, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the last messenger in the line of prophets that were sent for our guidance. We're going to talk about the concept of happiness generally, and then the concept of happiness in Islam. And if you think about it, if you look at every living thing, every single organism, every single animal, every single human being, you find out and you realize that they all have one ultimate goal if you look at it. Each and every single one of these has an ultimate goal, and that is to find happiness, to find ultimate or inner happiness. And what you're going to notice is that whatever people do or whatever they believe, regardless of what they're doing, what they're believing, it's always motivated by some inner desire to actually be happy. It's motivated by some inner desire to actually, whether it's to accomplish something, whether it's to feel good, whether it's to bring some type of satisfaction to themselves, it's motivated by that. So therefore, you can say, and most people would agree with it, that happiness is one of the most important things. Not in life or outside of life, but what at least they would agree that it's one of the most important things in the lives of people, in the lives of all people, and even in animals, even in organisms, in everything. So what do you notice? You notice though, despite the fact that it's so important, and it's a thing that's held dear by each and every single person, a lot of people have difficulty explaining and pinpointing what exactly it is. Science is not able to explain in precise terms what is happiness. What is it? Is it a virtue? Is it an ideal? Is it a philosophy? Is it a way of life? Or is it something that's just built into your genes and you're going and trying to achieve that thing? But regardless of what everyone thinks, doesn't matter whether you believe it's a virtue, whether you believe it's a way of life, whether you believe it's something that's attainable or not attainable, regardless of all of that, we know for a fact that in this society that we live in, everyone is selling it. Everyone is selling happiness in one form or in another form. The healthcare industry is selling it to you with their medicines, with their, not really preventive treatment because there's not that much of that, but with their, their treatments and with their, whatever stuff that they're coming out with. You have Hollywood selling the same thing. Go watch some movies, go listen to some music, you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel good. You have drug dealers, just like the drug companies, the drug dealers are selling the same thing. Get a little bit high, take some E, take some LSD, whatever it may be, get a little bit happy. And of course we know Disneyland is definitely one of those places that's claiming to be the happiest place on earth. Right? Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, at least the claim is there. It's being sold with that definition. So whether we accept it or whether we define it or however we looked at it, everyone is trying to sell happiness. And what we find in our society is you got everyone coming out with self-help books. You got people coming out and trying to sell you that, this is going to make your life better and this is going to remove your problems. And if you're married, this is going to solve your family relationships and all of those things that are taking place. But when we come to the topic of happiness, of true happiness, there are people who take different roads and take different paths in order to acquire happiness because they believe that it can be achieved in different ways. However they may define what it is, they believe that there's certain paths in order to acquire that happiness. And we have 4 main paths that people take. Some of them take more than one, some of them restrict themselves to only one specific path. The first path is through material possessions. They try to acquire happiness through material possessions, through money, towards gathering things up. And they make it their entire life. So everything in their life is about getting more possessions. When you ask the average person who's in university, what are they talking about? They say, well, I want to advance my career. I want to do good in school so I get a better job. I want to work for that big company. I want to move up the corporate ladder so I can become rich, so I can become successful. In order to do what? Because you can acquire more things with money than you can acquire physically with those things without money. So you want to acquire that wealth, you want to acquire those possessions, you want to have the latest technology, you want to have the big house, you want to have the nice Mercedes or Ferrari or whatever it may be, and that's considered to be the American dream. So they think that through the acquisition of material possessions and by hoarding up and piling up more, you can actually attain happiness. That's one group of people. The second path or the second way is through fame and recognition, through show, through having a reputation in front of people. So people are always thinking, what can I do to make me famous? On a large level, like trying to become, one of the great basketball players, or becoming a rapper, or becoming an actor, or becoming someone who's well known throughout the world. Or on a small scale, where if you're in a conversation amongst people, and people are talking, you try to make a little extra joke, just to go and impress the person that's next to you. If everyone starts laughing at a joke, what do? Even if you didn't understand it or you didn't find it funny, you laugh back as well, right? You've all experienced this. You laugh as well even though you didn't get it or you didn't even know what they're talking about, because you don't want to be the oddball out, because then you're not going to be popular. You're not going to have that importance in the eyes of other people. So all of those things, whether it's on a small scale or when it's on a macro scale, people are always trying to figure out those things. And in the context of a university, not only are some people are not only trying to get a career to make money, they're trying to